Back again for the fourth and final installment. Next question is, what, if any, legal herb do you use for moods? I don't use any. Um, the one I do use is illegal, so I'm not going to mention it. And I don't use it a lot anyway. Next one is, what is the most recent spell / ritual you have done? I do not do rituals, so it'd have to be a spell. The spell I used is a protection spell that I use every time I'm in a new house or in a new area. Next one is, do you have a happy place to go to during meditation? No, I do not, but I can make it into a happy place very easily by cleansing it. Alright, next is, what is your favorite witchy book? Well, I used to have it here. I don't remember if I do now or not. It's basically any book that's about witchcraft, so I have nothing picky about that. Alright, next is, do you have a ritual to get ready before... What? Do you have a ritual to get ready before a ritual or spell? Okay. No, I don't. I basically do it when I do it. I don't have any specific way to get ready for it or any of that. Other people do, and by all means, they can go ahead and do that, but I'm not one of those people. I believe my gods want me as I am, and I shouldn't have to do a certain ritual to make myself different, because they don't want me as that. Next is, do you always use your own spells or do you tweak others? I do tweak others, but there are a few that I've made. The reason why I tweak others is because I'm not a very creative person when it comes to spells, and I prefer to, make it easier on myself and just do it that way. Next is, do you prefer spells / ritual inside or outside? I could do both. For me, they're stronger outside than they are inside. Next one is for Christian / Catholics. Do you find the transition hard? The going to hell thing? Well, for me, I don't believe in hell, so that's not really a big issue. The transition, however, from Christian to Wiccan, I wouldn't know. Again, I was born Wiccan. I was raised Wiccan as well, so, whether or not that is hard for anyone else, I'm sure it is, because that's different. You're being forced to transition from one belief to another, and sometimes that's hard on people. Next is, what are your totem animals? I don't have any. If I do, I haven't found them. Next is, what are things you reuse after spells? Candles. I know that some people have this superstition that it's bad luck to use candles after you use them on a spell. I don't believe that. Because, to me, I believe that that spell will carry on and continue to work until that candle is done. Like, totally burnt out. I believe in that. I believe in reusing the candle over and over again until it's gone. Because, to me, I put all my energy into that candle. If it is still usable, then the spell is not done. So if there's still candle left, I continue to burn it until it can't be burned again. And then I will get rid of it, because to me, that means the spell is done and that candle no longer has a use. Alright, next is, who helped you most when you started your path? Nobody. You guys have to understand, I didn't have any help. Anything I've learned so far, I've learned on my own. Granted, I got my Book of Shadows from my mother, and I recycled some of her stuff, but I didn't actually have a mentor. I didn't have help. I didn't have a coven to go to. I didn't have all these people to ask questions about. Like, Pagan Perspective, guys have no idea how helpful that place is. That channel is, because for me, not having someone, and that's all fine and well for me, but sometimes I'd rather have someone to go to be able to ask questions. It's hard. It's hard not having someone to ask. It's hard to not having a mentor to explain why this wouldn't work or why this would work and all that stuff. And that is why I think that in the day and age now, it is brilliant to have the internet, because then you can go to something and start research and wonder why this doesn't work, or why I have to do it this way, or why anything. So, it's okay to ask. It's okay to ask. And it's a lot preferred that you do. However, for those people that can't, go online or go on YouTube. Find pagan perspective. Ask them questions. They will answer it as the best of their knowledge. And it will be better for you in the long run, because that way you have someone to go to. Alright, next is, do you know any good witchy phone apps? Not really. Not really into that, so no. Next one is, what is your favorite magical study? Runes, and basically anything history-wise to do with witchcraft. I love history. Next one is, outside of Facebook and YouTube, do you have a lot of witchy friends in the physical world? No, I do not. If it wasn't for the internet and YouTube and Facebook, I wouldn't have any witch friends at all. I'd be completely alone. That's why I say that the internet is brilliant, because without that, not a lot of people would be able to be friends. Most of my friends are not from this state, so good for me. And last but not least, the very last question. But before I go on to this last question, I'm going to elaborate on the second to last question that I just answered. I love the internet because I have friends, and witchy friends that I can just talk to and won't have to worry about getting condemned because of what I believe in. I live in the Bible Belt type deal of Indiana, so there's not a lot of witches around here, and it's hard because when I need to go to somebody, I don't really have that option. But thanks to the internet, I can go on and I can talk to these people. And if I have the money, I can go and meet up with these people, or go to random covens and have fun and do rituals and spells and be able to be in my element and not have to worry about it. But here I can't do that. So, wish me luck on getting the money to be able to do that. Alright, the last question is, do you feel that the deities we work with are a force from one higher power, and that all beliefs and religions are from the same one God/place? That's a very difficult question. Yes, I believe in that. I believe that there is a higher God up there. However, I also believe that that higher God has a woman next to him. So that is my view. I believe that all religions stem from that one couple that are above everything else. So that's what I believe. I believe that everything stems from them. Religions, faiths, paths, people, animals, everything. Everything, I believe, came from them. I believe that the God created everything, and I believe that the goddess beside him colored everything. She birthed the world. He created it and she birthed it. I do not believe in this whole, oh, well, God created it. Poof, it's there. No, I don't believe in that. I believe it was created for a reason and came from somewhere. So, and I do not believe in this whole one God thing, and that is the only God, only path. No, it's not the only path. Nobody knows that for sure, if that is the only path. The only reason they believe that is the only path is because mankind wrote a fucking Bible and told us that that's exactly what that was. But it's written by man. You don't know for sure. They didn't know for sure. And it's contradictory to have man write a Bible about a religion and say it's from God, and yet be condemning on half the people that are supposed to be worshiping you. And it's kind of contradictory, and I don't see how anybody can believe in that. But at the same time, if you believe in it, more power to you, and I hope it makes you happy, and I hope that you get some satisfaction and you have peace and no war and whatever. But please, for the love of all the gods I pray to, do not shove your path down anyone else's throat. I don't do that, and I expect the same courtesy when it is done towards me. Do not shove your religion down people's throats. It makes you look bad. Alright, so that is the end of my series of 4-part series of 77 witchy questions. As soon as I get another set up, I will get on to making more. So, yeah. Blessed be, love and light. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.